Hey teams, your commissioner here with your Week 10 recap. As you can see, I'm still not in my normal filming location. Judy's parents and her sister and their dog are still here, so my filming space is still occupied. So I join you once again from my home office. Welcome. Just came back from vacation. We went on a cruise out of LA, hit Catalina Island and Ensenada, Mexico. I had a really good time, as evident from the last recap that I shot from the cruise boat. But I wanted to share this cool skull that I picked up in Ensenada, Mexico. They had all kinds of teams, but of course I'm a Giants fan. This is the one I picked up. It's pretty cool. Almost skull size of a real human, but just a little bit smaller. But anyways, pretty cool. Alright, so I am joined with BB-8 here behind me. Zoe is here as well, but she's out playing with her sister Molly, so they're having a good time. Well, Week 10 brought us some pretty close matchups. There were at least 4 matchups that were determined by 10 points or less, so that made watching those matchups pretty exciting. Also, we're officially in the final stretch of our regular season. There's only 3 weeks left before we go into the playoffs. As a reminder, there are going to be 4 teams that will make the playoffs. There'll be 4 teams that will be in no man's land, and then 4 teams that will be vying for the pink plate. So, where we are at this point, our 4 top teams are number 1, Dropping Deuces, with a record of 7-2-1. Number 2, Fierce Sandra, with a record of 7-3. And number 3, Beast Mode, with a record of 6-4. And Seaman Your Face, with a record of 6-4 as well. Our bottom 4 at this point, and vying for the pink plate, number 9, Sus Mariosep, at a record of 4-6. Number 10, Unrustable MCs, with a record of 4-6. Me, the Decknizer, with a record of 3-6-1. And in last place, Never See It Coming, with a record of 3-7. So that's where we are at this point. We do have a number of things to cover, so we'll go ahead and get started with our primetime music. Alright, this week's points leader is Jaco All the Time. With 114 points. Thanks to the great play of Kirk. You like that? You like that? Cousins. He had a really great game with 31 points. He also had 5 positions that got him 10 points or more. And, you know, congratulations to you. That gets you $10 to you. Alright, other winners this week. Fierce Sandra with 102 points, who is on a 6 matchup win streak. Also, Sus Mariosep with 87 points. Camel Toe Killer, 86 points. Unrustable MCs, 84 points. And Seaman Your Face with 82 points. Congratulations to this week's winners. Okay, the scoring leaders for this week. Jeremy Langford from the Chicago Bears on team Sus Mariosep had a huge day with 33 points, filling in for Matt Forte being out. At number 2, Antonio Brown with 32 points from team Fierce Sandra. That's due in part to Ben Roethlisberger getting pulled into the game and doing what he does great and throwing the ball. So Antonio Brown had a really great game. And at 3rd place, Adrian Peterson had 31 points from Team Nene. And also, with 31 points, Kirk Cousins from Jaco All the Time. And in case you wanted to hear that again, this is the live version of it. Oh, let's try that again. Here we go. You like that? You like that? Oh, Kirk. Anyways, so that's it for our recap. So that brings us to now the Come On Man, Not So Top 3 list. At number 3, sad to say, it's me, the Dakinizer. I have now a record of 3-6-1 and am officially in the running for the pink plate. I do want to call out Andy Dalton, who failed me this week. Going into the Monday night game, I only needed 15 points to beat Camel Toe Killer, and he had a horrible game. He only scored 10 points, leaving me 4 points shy of a tie and 5 points shy of a win. Something that he was well capable of. I was pretty confident going into that game that I should have won that matchup, but that goes to show you fantasy football is unpredictable, and that just really hurt my season even more. It's just really been a bad season for me, and I just don't have much to say. But I am living up to VG's prophecy at our season-ending event. He did call it that I would get the pink plate next. So far I'm heading that way. Thanks a lot, VG. But anyways, it's not looking good for me. So I give myself a come on, man. All right. So, at number 2, Never See It Coming, who still remains as a front runner for the pink plate. You did start Eddie Lacy in your lineup, who was listed as inactive last Sunday. Good job. Not. That's a clear example of roster neglect, and it's those type of true traits that could be one of a pink plate owner. So hopefully that's you, better you than me. But because of that, you get a come on, man. All right, at number 1, Peyton Manning. Yes, Peyton Manning, you got benched. Wow, what a Sunday roller coaster. First, you break the all-time passing record, passing Brett Favre in that record, and but also in that game you threw 5 interceptions, you got benched, and in the process you injured your plantar fascia in your right foot. So for now you've lost your QB1 status to Brock Osweiler, and you're someone who's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Looks like your best days are probably behind you now. This season, there are currently 29 quarterbacks ahead of you that have earned more points than you have. That's amazing that you even got the Broncos to a 7-2 start this season. I don't know if it's time to hang up the jersey. Could be, but in the meantime, come on, man. All right, so this week's key matchup is Team Fierce Sandra, who's on that, once again, 6-game matchup win streak, who will be facing Seaman Your Face. They both have pretty good records, so it should be a good matchup, and the projected points are pretty damn close, so, VG, you have a chance to stop that win streak. Good luck. Alright, so that's a recap for Week 10. Good luck in Week 11. This is your Commissioner. I'm out. Deuces.